Hello, my people. It's your boy Kojo Wusu once again, and you know we're in this challenging times. Trust me, people are really suffering from this pandemic, and people are scared. But hey, I'm giving you hope. I'm here to give you the good side of this coronavirus. Now, I want to give you my 5 top lessons that I have learned out of this pandemic, and that's why I'm bringing to you this video. Now, let's stay tuned for these 5 lessons that I've learned from coronavirus. All right, lesson number 1: home is everything. Now, home is the most important thing in our lives right now, because when they're thinking, what did they tell us? They said stay home. They didn't say stay at work. They didn't say stay at a friend's place. They didn't say stay at a club. They said what? Stay home. So it's very important that we keep our home very conducive for us every time we go home, because at the end of the day, home is where we're going to go back to. When you go to work and all the hustle we're hustling out there, we're coming back home, and home is very important. So if you have a kid, if you have a wife, if you have a brother, you make sure you treat yourselves very well, because at the end of the day, you're coming back home from whatever hustle you went through. You're coming back home. So my lesson number 1 is that home is everything. So my lesson number 2 is adaptability. Now, it's important to adapt to any situation for the better. Okay, so if you're the type that you don't like staying home, you're not comfortable at staying at one place, now it has become necessary for us to stay home, for us to do some things, for us to keep washing our hands, for us to be sanitizing now and then. And so you have to adapt to this new situation, else you might end up going out there and catching the virus. So my lesson number 2 is adaptability. We have to be willing to adapt to situations for the better. Okay, so don't say me, I can't stay home and I can't wash my hands every now and then, and you just live your normal life. It's not gonna help you. So we have to adapt to whatever situations that comes, and it's very important. So that's my lesson number 2. All right, so my lesson number 3 is that you have to be willing to be uncomfortable now so that you be comfortable later. All right, so some decisions we're taking now is making us quite uncomfortable. Okay, some decisions the government is taking is making you feel quite uncomfortable, but it is very necessary, and it is important to help us get out of this pandemic safely. Okay, so if you don't like staying home, this is the time you need to stay home. So you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable washing your hands all the time and sanitizing every time and social distancing and all that, this is the time you have to be willing to be uncomfortable at this moment, so that we become comfortable later. All right, so even apart from this coronavirus, whatever decisions you take in life, sometimes you have to take some uncomfortable decisions that will help you in your future. So this is the 3rd lesson I've learned from this corona pandemic. Now, my lesson number 4, which is basically the most important of all the lessons I've learned, is that multiple streams of income is no more a luxury, it is a necessity. All right, so multiple streams of income is now a must, and it's something you should look at. So if you're watching me right now and you're only earning from a single stream of income, that is quite a dangerous living. Okay, so if you're watching me right now, start thinking of earning from several sources of income, and then make sure that you're not earning from only a single source, simply because if that only single stream is cut, life is going to be quite unbearable for you. All right, so many people have been laid off, so many people are in the house right now. So if your only source of income is from whatever work you're doing, then it's going to be uncomfortable for you, especially in these kinds of moments, in these coronavirus periods. Okay, so you should think getting something extra to do to be earning some extra income. All right, so that's my lesson number 4. All right, so lesson number 5, which is basically one of the most important lessons, and it's a follow-up from the number 4, is that you have to start earning from a passive source of income. Now, what is passive income? Basically, we have 2 major kinds of income. There might be other ones, but there are majorly 2 of them. We have the active and then we have the passive. Now, the active is the one that you have to be present to make. You have to be present at work to make that money. Example is the salaries, the wages. You go and do a gig, they pay you, and all that kind of income is all active active income. With an active income, if you don't show up, you're not going to make that money, okay? And so that is why in this period there are so many people who are laid off because we cannot show up at work, and so we are not making the money we're supposed to be making, okay? Now, what is passive income? It is that income that you can be earning even whilst you're at home or even whilst you're not present at work. You shouldn't be present to be making that money. And so there are several kinds of businesses that can earn us passive income. So you can go online and Google or go to YouTube and check out videos on businesses that can help us to earn passive incomes, and it's going to really help you a lot, because like it or not, Corona will not be the first and the last. If in your lifetime you ever come across any other pandemic, similar situations will happen. And what are you going to do if you are only earning from a passive source of income? You might be laid off. Or what happens when you go on retirement without any plans of your retirement? So the most important thing of these lessons, and I hope you take this one, is that we have to start thinking of how to earn passive income. And this income, you can't be home and be earning all these incomes without showing your presence at wherever work you're doing. And so these are my top 5 lessons I have learned from this Corona pandemic. Okay, so I believe you've taken a cue from my lessons. I don't know what lessons you've learned, but these are my lessons that I have learned, okay? So if you like this video, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Reality Corner, and hit on the bell so that whenever we put out a video, you're going to be the first to notice it, alright? So this has been your boy Kojo Wusu, and I'm going to come to you again another time with another great video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment and share with a friend. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.